Hi guys, and this is Lord Nod, as always bringing to you some interesting replays, and in this show is called How I Lost It, and this talks to you about any of the replays that you send across and what we look at it and find out why you've lost the game. Today we are featuring StarCraft 2, but remember we feature Dota 2, Battlefield 3, League of Legends, Diablo 3, any of the cool replays you can send across. We look at that and try and tell you where you lost the game. Today's replay is being sent to us by Whoops YEX, who happens to be Varun Clockwork Reddy. So thanks Varun for going and sending this replay. And Varun's question is, he's playing Zerg and he really wanted to find out where he lost this game against Dima, who happens to be a Terran. So we'll be analyzing that game. And like always, let's just jump straight into the game. And I wanted to go ahead and tell you something new that is happening, and which is here. Here. You see me? That's me. And hi guys, I have never met some of you, so this is my face. I was born with it, don't like it, can't help it, but I love you guys. There's a big heart. I wanted to go ahead and say to every one of the people who's there out there, thanks for watching this show. I know streaming in India and casting in India is not big, but I really appreciate some of the comments that I get, and the feedback that some of you send is extremely important to me. Love gaming. I've always loved gaming. Yes, I am old, but guess what? My heart goes out to all of you guys. Let's jump straight into the game. But before we do that, just wanted to tell you one thing. There is this little subscribe button which I wanted to tell you about. This is right about here. You can click here. There's a whole lot of other stuff going on there. The website's Lord Nod. In case you have to send replays, do send them to lordnod@lordnod.com and we'll look at that. It's everything down below, so you'll see that. Just go when the game's over and look at that. Let's jump straight into the game. We'll be running this at faster times too, because we can just run that very quickly. What we're going to be seeing in the game today is Whoops YEX, and this is Cloud Kingdom, guys. So this is Cloud Kingdom. They're running each other. They're nice to each other. Caps lock, good luck. So really means the good luck to someone else. And he's running pretty much into a standard game at the start of the games, right? So nothing big happens at the start of the game. He is playing against Terran, so now that matchup has always been a weak matchup for some Zerg. And so we're going to be looking at what they're going to be doing during this entire game. Deemer was supply blocked for some time, so yeah, this is not high Master League play, okay? So we are trying to go ahead and learn from this entire game and see what's going to happen. The Overlord's going to pretty much run across and see what's going to happen. Let's see what and this is a good place to go plonk it down to see if there is any bunker rush action happening. Here comes the SCV going to look at what's happening. 1518 versus 1519, and on Cloud Kingdom it's pretty safe to go hatch first, so there was the hatch that had been put down and then went the spawning pool, which is pretty much standard, which is happening. So this has not even been blocked off, as you can see. Good response. Once you see that the Zerg is expanding, there is no pressure that is coming. There's just 4 Zerglings on their way, and if you look at the unit count, there's 1 Marine to about 4 Zerglings. That's literally happening. So that is not anything strong. There is a spine crawler which is going to get positioned sufficiently to go ahead and block some part of this action that is going to happen. Good positioning. I don't really know what that is going to give him, but let's see what action he can go see. Yeah, he gets sufficient sight going. And here comes Zergling, which just basically checks out everything. So nothing really serious is happening at this part of the game. Unit count of 32 to 40, as obviously the Zergs far in advance, and there's a Baneling nest which is happening, and now speed's being researched. And what I would do is just pause this about here. 38 to about 46. The Zerg's definitely doing better. If you look at the unit composition, 10 Marines to 10 Zerglings and 13 larvae. So that is one of the things which I really wanted to talk to you about. This, along with about this, is something I have been watching for some time. So there's we are at what, 7 minutes 30. You have 13 larvae. You have 1,000 minerals lying around. You are nearly on supply. You're not building anything. That's the one thing which I really wanted to talk about. So if we can jump in and see whether you will literally change anything, well, you are hovering constantly at about 1,000 minerals. So you have overdrone. You literally cannot spend any of this. You're still sitting at about 700. Your unit production tab is, yes, you're making an Evo chamber, you're making a layer, but you're still about here, right? And my recommendation is if you see something like this happening, let's stop here one more time. If you see something like this happening, you're definitely not invested here. So one gas, two gas, all empty. You've run one gas, but the second gas is not on its way. You're making Zerglings, which is, again, a great idea, but if you look at your production tab, you are making drones and you're making Zerglings. But if you look at your units tab, you still have 5 larvae left. And I understand you might be taking up to a second tier, but you have no gas to do it, right? So that's one of my things. 8 minutes 45, and that's what the problem is. While on the other hand, if you look at the unit development composition, there is infantry level 1s, combat shields coming in, more marines coming in, and let's see where the marines are. There are the marines, and they don't have anything, and this has been just blocked off, and you're taking up. Please remember, you're Zerg, right? So Zerg 2 base versus Terran 2 base, guess who's going to win? You ever have these minerals, 3 recommendation. Since you can't spend the larva, don't do a macro hatch, expand. Just go ahead and expand. It's a better idea, you really need it. You definitely couldn't put down some gas. That's the other part. 8:45, mark that word. Let's jump across and see what happens into the game further on. So you have taken gas at about 9 minutes, but remember, it's 1300, 1400, 1500, 1600, and you're constantly at about that production level, right? Let's look at what's the kind of production. Now you playing this like, I want burrow, I want this, Evo chambers coming in, and pause. So you're making a spire, you're making burrow, which is fine, and you're making melee attack, and you're making infestation pit. Interesting. So are you going Mura? I'm just guessing right now. Are you going Mura with Roach, or well, if you're making an infestation pit, are you going and doing in burrowed infestors? What's your strategy here, right? So don't know what your strategy is. And as far as your view goes, you definitely don't see anything happening here. So let's see what's going to happen here. This guy's just going to sit around, do pretty much nothing. You're now at 2200 and 500. He's now expanding into a third. So anytime a Terran expands over Zerg, that's definitely a problem. So he's over macroing over you. You've got centrifugal hooks, you've got hatch, another hatch going. Finally, you have a hatch. But this guy just scouted you out like instantaneously, and you didn't know that is happening. So a good overlord here would have definitely helped. Let's look at what this is. This is a good scout which is sitting here. All of you guys are just hovering, which is fine. What is the kind of army you have? You have a huge number of banelings, but you just have Zerglings with infestors. And are you making anything in the sky? You still don't have anything in the sky. You have more banelings coming in, and that's where you're spending all your money. And here comes the army. Now, pause. Let's look at unit composition. 65 Marines versus 63 Zerglings. I don't want to tell you who's going to win. These are 1-1 Marines versus, I don't know, 1-0. So that's a problem. Look at here, okay? I'm going to keep saying this. I know he's far behind, but he's attacking. Look at this versus this. Right? And your Zerg, look at here. 115 of 142 versus 142 out of 153. The Terran out macroed you already. There's 5 muralisks coming, that's fine. Again, we won't be able to go ahead and count these guys fairly effectively unless you will fungal growth them really well. So let's see whether you will. There are 5 investors, that's a good composition, but you're still sitting at 25 larvae and you have 3,800 minerals. I don't know what you're waiting for. It's not that you're not like your supply blocked or something, right? You are maybe gas block, but not seriously. You've not been spending on that. And yeah, 4 tanks. Let's get the tanks. The tanks will siege up, and they will go ahead and do imba damage. And yeah, so just Marines, medivacs, along with tanks. What's a good counter to that? Let's think. What counters Marines and this? Maybe it's roaches? Can you make a lot of roaches? Maybe you can. I know you like put all these banelings here so that they go ahead and go, but you're not doing day 9's funded Monday, right? You're not going and trying and saying, I will blow up Zerg, blow up Marines. So don't know what you're trying to do here. Let's see what you're going to do. These guys are going to come rushing inside, da 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 da, and you killed everyone! Yay! That went down from, like, let me just go back. That went down a lot, right? So you're like, yeah, baby, I did what I wanted to do. Cool. Can you survive this? Now let's look at you surviving this. There you go. You go put everything in and you kind of wrap everything up. I'll pause that. You have everything left. You still have every one of these guys left, so you fungled everyone. These guys are just getting out of there. Okay? 16 to 2. Look at this. 78 to 136. You are on top. You're literally on top, okay? Go attack. Literally on top, go attack. Literally on top, go attack. Literally on top, go attack. 12. Finally you build something. Again 10. Here, nothing's happening here. 3000 to 2000. Nothing's happening. Kill him. Kill him. Kill him. I don't know what you're waiting for. Kill him. Are you trying to go ahead and make a 200 army? Well, you did expand. That's a good thing. But you could have like quadruple expanded right now, right? You know that. But let's wait. Let's see what you're going to do. You're a 187 to this, and now let's see what you're going to do. Right. This is again very important. Okay, so mark my words. Watch this. You have 4,000 minerals. You have 450 gas. You don't know what the other guy is doing, but you have 4,000 minerals. Your Zerg. What does a Zerg do? Make quick armies. What's your army problem right now? You have these little furry creatures who are sitting on 1-1. Right? So 106 supplies being blocked by these guys. What's the best? Trade them in. What do you trade them in with? Roaches. Let's see what you go ahead and do. So let's just run. You're finally attacking. Please attack. Don't stand there. Just attack. You can do it. He knows you're coming. Right? Sieged. And now you back away. Right? Oh, there you go. Good snipe. Good snipe. Right? So let's see what you're going to do. You're in the base. You're going to run. You're going to run. Good fungals. Good fungals. Great fungals. You've run amok. You run amok. Kill everything. You are killing everything. Great. You're killing everything. Good. Good job, right? So great job. Great job, guys. Great job. Now let's see what's happening right now. 5,957. 15 here. Right? 82. You don't know what that is, but you know you're 157, right? Let's see what you do. Are you going to push through? Are you going to push through? You're scared. What are you scared of? Oh, no. What are you scared of? What are you scared of? No, don't send those guys to go ahead and die. Fine. That's fine, too. You're fine. You're fine. This is replenishment army, right? Where's your replenishment army? It's coming. It's coming. What are this? These are Zerglings. There's a huge amount of Zerglings coming. 25 larvae. 5,000 minerals. Right? So, I'm not going to repeat that anymore. I probably will, but you understand what I'm saying. Yeah, you now regroup. Now you've regrouped. And when you're regrouped, which is fine, let's look at what your supply. You're still 164. You are sitting and doing what? Let's look at your composition, right? So these guys are just standing here. You've literally mined this out. You've just started mining this. You were nearly done on this. Yeah, you are. You're pretty good here. These are just your guys flying around. These are your guys flying around. Right, so you would be comfortable here. What's your army composition? 7 here, 4 with 61 Zerglings. 61 Zerglings sitting somewhere. They'll come. Yeah, they're there. So they all come back. You're in the middle. That's your army. That's your army. 22 minutes into the game. 4,000 minerals in the bank. Okay? And you know what you see. Let's see what you see. That's your other problem. Right? Do you see anything here? No. Not really. You have no vision. One Zergling here. Another Zergling here. Another Zergling here. Would that have helped? What would you have seen if you had done that? You would have seen nothing. That this guy is still stuck on 2 bases like you. And you just took this out, right? So you remember you just took this out. So this guy is sitting on 1 base, and you know at 22 minutes he's mined that out. He's mined this out. This is the time to push. This is literally not the time to attack the main. This is the time to go ahead and starve the other guy. Let's see what you go do. So 164, you're still, you want to play like Protoss, I'm the man. You want to go and 200 army. You're in 194. There you go. You see that you are the big man and you're ready to go, and you still don't go. Right? And now the other army is 153 army. And what has he been doing during this time? This. 3-3. Okay? 3-3. How much damage does that do? Now count with me, okay? He does 9 damage. Right? And which at 1.86 weapon speed will go ahead and give him about 10 damage. How much does this guy have? You're at 2-1 and he's 35. These guys will roast. A 3-3 will roast a 2-1. Right? And your air is not strong enough. And these guys basically die to Marines. So you're countering Marines with Zerglings and Mutas. Okay, let's see what's going to happen. So there goes the army. He's flanking. He already knows that this is the best place to go ahead and take you down. He sieges up. He's going. Here you attack, and let's go ahead and see what's going to happen. Your attack is you're attacking well, right? So Baneling goes down. Everyone's been fungled. These guys are just melting away, right? And there you go. You have no army. Replenish 20. You can replenish. You have nothing. You can replenish. You are replenishing. Great. And this is a good drop that's happening. These guys are good. And they're roasting everyone because remember, 3-3, right? So you are going and doing this. You have, what's your unit? What's your production right now? You are producing, and he's going towards Zerg. You're going towards Zerg 3. You've made 3, and you're going for my dear big man. Here are the big babies, right? So this is a good big baby build. But remember, what are you trying to counter them with? Marines. You're trying to go ahead and fight the Marines. This is good. This is a good snipe. He's replenishing here. And remember, what is he replenishing with? Marines again. What counters Marines? What counters Marines? Come on, you can do it. And you're still sitting in your base. And you're making Banelings, Banelings, Banelings. So what's going to happen with the Banelings? Are you going to push? Are you going to push? Yes, you are. Let's see what's going to happen. There you go. Go bang, bang, bang. They're going to go skite, 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 skite. You will take everything out, right? And as soon as you take everything out, you didn't drop that. He's going to drop these guys down there, or you're going to run away. Will you attack? Right now, you can still win. You're nearly there, right? So let's pause. Unit composition. 36 Marines, 2, 5 Ultralists, 1 Mutalist, 20 Banelings, 3 Investors, 22 Zerglings. You can win this. Let's see. You can still win this. Let's see what you're going to do. Okay? Let's see what you're going to do. Are you going to do anything? No. You're going to sit in the middle and you're going to let him tank up. I don't know what you're waiting for tanking up. You had this game 3 times. 3 times. And you're still not attacking. Are you waiting for everything to go finish? I think you are. You're going to take this. You're going to push forward. And let's see what you're going to do. You will definitely take down this planetary. Right, the planetary is gone. Are you going to go ahead and scythe everything? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Did you... No. No, you didn't engage him on a choke. Did you? Did you just engage him on a choke? Oh, no. You're Zerg. Zerg, not choke. Surround. Okay? That's a better way to go ahead and engage. 100%. Much better way to engage. Right? But you don't have any army. You're dead. Everyone died. Everyone literally died. Here you're going to just start picking yourself apart here. What are you going and doing? You are building 21 Zerglings. You have unit 39 Zerglings. You have a Mura. You've lost this base. This is fine. And you're going and recouping here. That's good. That's good. Will you go ahead and do anything? He's replenishing, remember? What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Banelings. Banelings and Ultralisks. 3,120. And why don't you have gas? This gas is over. Right? This gas is over. Remember what we talked about? You don't have enough gas? You don't have enough gas. You just don't have enough gas. Did you go ahead and put gas here? It's finished. Right? You're engaging again. You don't have anything. Poor Ultralisk is going. So here's this Ultralisk was taking down one guy. Just a micro there would have helped. I know it's a little tough right now. That's not there. That's not why you lost it. Okay. I will go ahead and call this. You're gonna go GG right now. You have nothing left. You have actually a lot left, but 12 larva. These guys are just standing at the main gate and going and just fighting. But guess what? You're gonna go replenish here, and you've lost them. Now watch. I'm just gonna show you where you lost it. No gas. Sorry, no gas. That's point number one. Second, not enough utilization and courage to attack when you're winning. You have to understand, when you take down a huge push by your opponent, you have two options: expand or attack. You don't wait for the army that you have to be built again, because by the time you're building another army, he's building an army too, right? So always remember, you win a battle, you go ahead attack, or you go expand. You don't replenish an army. No, that is not happening. You expand or you attack. With whatever army you have, you attack. Right? And that basically brings us to where you lost it. You lost the game, and I called it. I hope you learned what we talked about. I love you for sending this replays. Try again, try that. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it'll be something phenomenal. It'll be really cool if you can go ahead and counter that, spend those minerals, and that's all I've got to say. Thank you for watching this. This has been a production of How I Lost It in StarCraft, and keep watching.